They hid these features in your car, and some of them could save your life before you even realize you need them. Picture this. You're driving down the highway late at night, rain pouring down, when suddenly something moves in the shadows ahead. Would your car be able to warn you in time? Or would you only find out after it's too late? The truth is, most drivers have no idea their vehicles are loaded with hidden tools and secret functions. Features that can save you thousands of dollars in repairs, keep you safer in dangerous situations, and make driving far easier. Today, we're unlocking 15 secret car features you probably never knew existed. Some are so simple you'll kick yourself for missing them, and others are so advanced you'll wonder why no one ever told you before. Buckle up, because once you know these, you'll never look at your car the same way again. Let's begin. Secret number 15, the recirculation button. Your car's invisible force field you're stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic on I-405 in Los Angeles. It's 96 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and the diesel pickup in front of you is belching out a black cloud thick enough to write your name in. Or maybe you're cruising past a cattle farm in rural Texas, and that fresh country air smells like, well, anything but fresh. Most drivers just roll their eyes and suffer through it, but you don't have to. That small button on your dashboard with a car icon and a circular arrow? That's not just a random AC setting. It's your built-in air shield. And it's criminal how many people never use it. What it actually does: press it, and your car instantly stops pulling in outside air. Instead, it recirculates the cleaner, cooler air that's already inside your cabin. In a split second, you've built an invisible barrier between your lungs and whatever toxic cocktail is floating outside. Why this is a big deal in the US? Protects your health in high-traffic cities. If you live in places like New York, LA, or Chicago, you're breathing air with high levels of particulate matter during rush hour. The recirculation button can cut that exposure dramatically. Boosts AC performance in hot states. In places like Arizona, Nevada, or Florida, summer temps can turn your car into a 140 degrees Fahrenheit oven. Recirculation reuses cooled air, making your AC work up to 20% more efficiently and cool you down faster. Saves you money. Cabin air filters in the US cost $40 to $80 to replace. Using recirculation in polluted areas extends their life and can prevent AC system repairs that easily run into hundreds of dollars. Pro safety tip: use this feature when stuck in traffic, passing industrial areas, driving through wildfire smoke, hello, California, or stuck behind a semi-belching diesel. But remember, in long stretches, especially with multiple passengers, switch it off every 10 to 15 minutes to let in fresh oxygen and prevent drowsiness. A story that'll make you never forget this button. I met a guy in Phoenix who thought his AC was dying every summer. He was ready to spend $600 on repairs. The mechanic walked over, pressed the recirculation button, and 30 seconds later the car felt like a fridge. The guy had owned the vehicle for 6 years without ever using it. So the next time you're stuck on the 405, driving past a paper mill in Alabama, or rolling through a dusty Texas back road, remember, that little button isn't just for comfort. It's a shield, a money saver, and maybe even a lifesaver. Before we move on, if you just learned something new that's going to save you money or keep your family safer, hit that like button so more American drivers can discover it. Trust me, most people have been breathing dirty air for years without realizing they could stop it instantly. Secret number 14. The key fob brain hack. You'll brag about you just finished a long shopping trip at Walmart. It's late, the parking lot is packed, and you cannot remember where you parked. You start clicking your key fob, but nothing. The range is too short. You feel like you're in a bad sitcom, wandering up and down the rows, clicking like a maniac. Here's the wild part. Your head can actually fix this. Press the fob against your chin or the side of your head and hit the button. Suddenly, your range jumps from around 30 feet to 80 plus feet. That's not magic, it's physics. Why this works? Your body, especially your head, contains a lot of water, and water is a great conductor for the type of radio waves your fob uses. By pressing it against your head, you're essentially turning yourself into a signal amplifier. Science, but practical. Bonus hidden feature. Most modern key fobs also hide a mechanical key inside. Look for a small release switch or latch, and you'll find a slim key tucked inside the fob. This is a lifesaver if your fob battery dies and you're locked out in the middle of nowhere, or during a Midwest winter storm when every second counts. Real-world scenario. A friend of mine in Dallas swears by this trick. He once parked 6 blocks away from the State Fair of Texas, completely forgot where his truck was, and was about to call a tow company thinking it had been stolen. Pressed the fob to his chin. Boom. His F-150 lit up like a Christmas tree on the far end of the street. Saved him a $200 tow bill and a major headache. Pro tips for American drivers. This hack works great in massive parking lots. Think stadium events, shopping malls, or airport garages. If you travel often and rent cars, learn how to find the hidden key in the fob. Rental car fobs die more often than you think. Always keep a spare fob battery in your glove box. In the US, a CR2032 coin battery can be found at Walmart, Target, or Walgreens for under $5. Way cheaper than paying $150 plus for emergency locksmith services. So next time you're wandering a Costco lot or searching for your SUV after a concert, skip the panic. Use the brain hack, find your car faster, and impress whoever's with you. Before we jump to the next secret, if you've ever lost your car in a parking lot, drop a comment with the longest you've searched. I want to see if anyone can beat my 45-minute personal record at the Las Vegas Strip parking garage. Secret number 13. The color code under your hood that can save you thousands. Pop your hood and take a good look. Ever notice how some caps and handles are bright yellow, blue, or red, while the rest of the engine bay is boring black or gray? That's not a design choice. It's a hidden DIY survival guide from your car's manufacturer. Here's the deal. Those bright colored parts are the ones you can safely service without risking a 4-figure repair bill. Yellow usually means oil-related, like the dipstick or oil fill cap. Blue often marks windshield washer fluid or coolant. Red can indicate transmission fluid. Everything else, leave it alone unless you want to end up with a $3,000 repair estimate. Why it's a money saver? Let's be real. In the US, mechanics can charge $50 just to top off windshield washer fluid. And oil checks, another $30, $50. That's money you could keep in your pocket by knowing what's safe to touch. More importantly, this color code prevents dangerous mistakes. Pouring coolant into your oil filler or washer fluid into your brake system isn't just embarrassing. It can destroy your engine or compromise your brakes, and you'll be paying thousands to fix it. Real-life story from the US. A woman in Ohio once told me her nephew tried to help by adding water to her coolant, except he poured it straight into the oil filler cap. That free favor ended with a $2,400 engine teardown, all because he didn't know the color code rule. Pro tips for American drivers. If you own a Ford, Toyota, Honda, or Chevy, take 5 minutes this weekend to pop the hood and memorize your color-coded parts. Keep a quart of the right oil and a gallon of windshield washer fluid in your garage. You'll never pay a shop for a 2-minute job again. Never open caps that aren't color-coded unless you absolutely know what they are. Safety reminder. Even with color codes, always check your owner's manual before adding fluids. US. Gas stations sell a lot of universal fluids, but universal doesn't always mean safe for your specific model. So next time you lift your hood, think of those colors as your car's way of saying, touch this, don't touch that. It's like traffic lights for your engine bay, and ignoring them can cost you more than your last vacation. Before we jump to the next secret, if you've ever made or seen someone make a crazy engine bay mistake, share it in the comments. Trust me, I've heard stories that make that Ohio nephew look like a professional mechanic. Secret number 12. The fuel cap holder that prevents a $3,000 mistake. Next time you're at a gas station, open your fuel door and take a closer look. See that little hook or slot inside? That's not decoration. It's there to hold your gas cap while you pump. Why does this matter? Because letting the cap dangle against your paint can scratch it, and worse, dirt or grit can fall into your fuel system. Over time, that debris can clog your injectors, damage your fuel pump, and, in extreme cases, cause complete engine failure. That's a $3,000 plus repair in the US for something that takes 2 seconds to prevent. Pro tip: always secure the cap in the holder, or, if your car has a capless system, make sure the flap fully closes. If you drive an older car, check that the rubber seal on your cap is intact. Ignoring it could trigger your check engine light and fail an emissions test. So, next time you're filling up at Shell, Chevron, or Costco gas, remember, that little hook is there to save you money, protect your car, and save you from looking like the person who drives off with their gas cap on the roof. Secret number 11. The emergency shift lock release that can save you from a $200 tow. Picture this. Your battery dies in the middle of an intersection. You can't start the engine, and worse, your automatic shifter is stuck in park. Traffic is backing up, horns are blaring, and you're one frustrated minute away from calling a tow truck. But here's the secret most U.S. drivers don't know. Almost every automatic car has a hidden emergency shift lock release. It's usually a small plastic cover or slot near the gear shifter. Pop it off with your key or a flat screwdriver, press the button inside, and you can shift into neutral without power. Why it matters? Saves you a $150 to $200 towing bill just to move your car a few feet. Lets you safely push your car out of harm's way during breakdowns. Pro tip: check your owner's manual this weekend and locate yours now, because in a real emergency, you won't have time to go searching. In some Hondas, Toyotas, and Nissans, it's right by the shifter. In certain Fords and Chevys, it's hidden under a small cover you've probably never noticed. Remember, knowing where this button is before you need it could mean the difference between being a traffic hero and being that driver holding up the whole road. Secret number 10. The snowflake icon that could save your life. Ever notice a tiny snowflake icon pop up on your dashboard? That's not just a cute winter graphic. It's your car warning you that ice may be forming on the road. Most U.S. cars trigger this alert when the outside temperature drops to around 37 degrees Fahrenheit, giving you a heads up before black ice becomes invisible and dangerous. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, icy roads cause over 150,000 crashes every year in the U.S., many of which could be avoided if drivers slowed down the moment that warning appeared. Pro tip: if you see that snowflake, ease off the gas and avoid sudden braking. In states like Minnesota, Michigan, or Colorado, that icon could be the most important safety feature you have all winter. So, the next time your dash flashes that little snowflake, take it seriously. It's not seasonal decor, it's a potential lifesaver. Secret number 9. The anti-glare rearview mirror trick. Driving at night in the U.S. can feel like a light show when the pickup truck behind you has its high beams on. But that little tab at the bottom of your rearview mirror? Flip it, and you instantly cut the glare without losing visibility. On newer cars, auto-dimming mirrors do this automatically using electrochromic glass, a technology that darkens when it detects bright light. Either way, it's like sunglasses for your mirror, and it can make the difference between clear vision and temporary blindness on I-95 at night. Pro tip: if your car has the manual tab, get in the habit of flipping it as soon as bright lights appear behind you. For auto-dimming mirrors, make sure the feature is turned on. In some models, it's deactivated by default. Secret number 8. Hidden storage compartments thieves don't know about. Some U.S. vehicles hide storage spots so well, even owners don't find them for years. Jeep Grand Cherokees have secret compartments under the cargo floor. The Toyota Tacoma has side bin storage built into the truck bed. Certain Volkswagen and Honda models hide small lockable boxes under the seats. Why does this matter? Because thieves almost never check these spots. They're perfect for stashing valuables when you're at the beach, a football game, or hiking in a national park. Pro tip: check your owner's manual or do a quick YouTube search for your specific and model. You might be surprised how many hideaways your car has been keeping from you. Secret number 7. Remote window control for summer heat. It's August in Phoenix, and your car has been baking in the sun all day. Before you even open the door, you can vent that oven-like heat. On many U.S. cars, especially Honda, VW, Kia, and Hyundai models, holding the unlock button on your key fob for a few seconds rolls all the windows down remotely. No key fob trick. Some cars let you insert the key in the driver's door, turn and hold to lower the windows, then turn the other way to raise them. Pro tip: use this before getting in on hot summer days. A car interior can hit 150 degrees Fahrenheit in minutes, so venting the heat first isn't just about comfort. It's about safety, especially for kids and pets. Secret number 6. The conversation mirror that turns you into a backseat detective. If you've got kids, you know this universal truth. Sudden silence from the backseat is never a good sign. Maybe you're on the highway, everything's peaceful, and then it hits you. The quiet. Are they asleep? Are they coloring? Or are they turning the seatbelt into a slingshot? Here's where one of the most underrated features in many U.S. minivans and SUVs comes in: the conversation mirror. It's usually tucked inside the sunglasses holder above your head. Flip it open, And instead of shades, you've got a wide, convex mirror that lets you see every corner of the back seat without taking your eyes off the road. Why it's a game changer for families and pet owners. Safer than the over-the-shoulder look. No more dangerous head turns while driving at 70 miles per hour on I-95 just to check if your toddler's eating goldfish crackers or crayons. Perfect for road trips with pets. You'll know if the dog is chewing the seatbelt, climbing into the front, or staring at you like you just passed their exit. Great for carpools. Teachers, babysitters, and grandparents love this feature for keeping multiple kids in check without constant distractions. Real-world example. A mom in Kansas told me she didn't even realize her Toyota Sienna had a conversation mirror until a year after she bought it. Before that, she'd been trying to peek into the back seat at stoplights, which nearly caused her to roll into the car in front of her once. Now, she pops the mirror open at the start of every trip. No stress, no neck strain, total control. Pro tip: if your car doesn't have one, you can grab an aftermarket conversation mirror for under $20 at Walmart or Amazon. They clip to your visor or attach to your headliner and give you that same full backseat view. It's a small investment for huge peace of mind, especially if you drive long distances with kids or pets. So next time you're driving across the country or just doing the school run, remember, the conversation mirror is your silent co-pilot, keeping the back seat under control while you keep your eyes on the road. Secret number 5, the fuel gauge arrow you've been ignoring. Ever pull into a gas station, hop out, and realize the fuel door is on the other side? No more awkward U-turns or stretching the hose across your car. On almost every U.S. car made in the last 30 years, there's a tiny arrow next to the gas pump icon on your dashboard. It points to the side your fuel door is on. Why it's useful? Saves time and avoids traffic jams at busy pumps. Essential for rental cars, borrowed vehicles, or new car owners. Pro tip: once you know it's there, you'll never forget, and you'll start noticing how many people still don't. You'll look like the pro who always pulls up perfectly at the pump. Secret number 4, the easy fill tire alert that honks when you're done. Filling your tires shouldn't be a guessing game. On certain Nissan, GMC, Jeep, and Cadillac models, the car actually honks when the tire reaches the correct pressure. Here's how it works. Park with the ignition on. Start filling the tire. The exterior lights flash as it's reading the pressure. When you hit the perfect PSI, it honks once. Overinflate, it honks again and flashes hazards so you know to stop. Keeps your tires at the correct PSI for better gas mileage. Prevents premature wear. Replacing tires here can cost $600 to $1,200 for a set. Pro tip: if your car doesn't have this, a digital tire inflator with auto stop costs under $50 at Walmart or Amazon and works almost as well. Secret number 3, hidden remote start tricks most drivers miss. Imagine it's a freezing January morning in Chicago or a blistering July afternoon in Miami. You could be warming up or cooling down your car before you even step outside. Many U.S. cars built in the last decade have remote start hidden in their key fob commands, even if there's no dedicated button. For example, Toyota, Lexus, Mazda, press lock twice, then hold on the third press. BMW, press lock 3 times quickly. GM models, look for a circular arrow button, press and hold. Why it matters: pre-warming in winter helps oil circulate and reduces engine wear. Pre-cooling in summer saves your AC from a hard, sudden workload. Pro tip: check your owner's manual or Google your model's remote start sequence. You might be surprised your ordinary car has this premium perk. Secret number 2, the coffee cup icon that could save your life if your dashboard ever flashes a tiny coffee cup icon. Your car isn't suggesting a Starbucks run. It's telling you you're showing signs of drowsy driving. Modern U.S. vehicles, like those from Subaru, Mercedes, and Ford, use cameras and sensors to watch your driving patterns. Frequent lane drifting, inconsistent speed, or head nodding can trigger an alert telling you to take a break. Why it's a big deal? According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, drowsy driving causes about 100,000 crashes every year in the U.S., leading to thousands of injuries and over 1,500 deaths. Pro tip: if that alert pops up on a long road trip through states like Texas or Montana, don't ignore it. Pull over, stretch, and rest. The warning could be the difference between getting to your destination or ending up in a serious accident. Secret number 1, night vision in your car. Military tech on 4 wheels. It sounds like something out of a spy movie, but it's real, and it's already on U.S. roads. Some cars today have night vision systems that let you see dangers your headlights can't touch, borrowing the same technology once reserved for the military. These systems use a combination of infrared sensors and thermal imaging to spot people, animals, and obstacles hundreds of feet ahead, long before you'd ever see them with your eyes. How it works: active night vision. The system projects invisible infrared light onto the road, then reads the reflections. This lets you see up to 600 feet ahead, far beyond standard high beams. Passive night vision. Instead of projecting light, it detects natural heat signatures from people, animals, and even recently driven vehicles. This means it works through fog, heavy rain, snowstorms, and complete darkness. Why this is a game changer in the US. Driving at night in America can be unpredictable, whether you're on a winding Colorado mountain road, cruising through thick fog in Maine, or navigating pitch-black rural highways in Montana. Wildlife collisions are no joke here. Deer-related crashes alone cause over $1 billion in vehicle damage every year. Night vision can literally buy you the extra seconds needed to avoid disaster. Real-world scenario. Picture this. You're driving through rural Pennsylvania at 55 miles per hour. It's dark, no streetlights, and the only thing between you and a massive buck is your headlight beam. By the time your eyes catch the movement, it's too late. But with night vision, the deer shows up as a glowing heat signature on your dashboard display 5 to 6 seconds earlier. You brake in time, avoid a $5,000 repair bill, and possibly save your own life. Not just for luxury cars anymore. While systems like this started in high-end vehicles like the BMW 7 Series, Audi A8, and Cadillac Escalade, aftermarket units are now available for as little as $300, $500. That's a fraction of the cost of one front-end collision. Many are compact enough to mount on your dash without blocking your view. And installation is as simple as plugging into your 12V outlet. Pro tip for American drivers. If you live in wildlife-heavy states like Colorado, Maine, Montana, or Pennsylvania, night vision could be the single most valuable safety upgrade you'll ever make. Think of it as insurance you can use every single night you drive. And that's the truth. 15 secret car features hiding in plain sight. Right there in the vehicle you drive every day. Some will save you thousands of dollars. Others could protect your family in a split second, and a few might just save your life when you least expect it. But here's what I want to know. How many of these did you already know? Were you shocked by the night vision tech hiding in luxury cars? Or maybe you've been using that recirculation button for years without realizing it's a lifesaver. Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one because your stories are what keep AutoEngine alive. If even one tip here made you say, "Wow, I'm doing that from now on," smash that like button. It tells YouTube this video is worth sharing. So the next time you're driving down, the person in the car next to you might be safer because they watched this too. And if you want to be the kind of driver who knows every hidden trick in the book, the kind of driver who spots things other people miss, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Because next week on AutoEngine, I'm dropping another list of automotive secrets. And trust me, there's one on that list that even professional mechanics don't know. Cars aren't just metal and wheels. They're machines built to protect us, save us money, and make life on the road better. But only if you know how to unlock what they can really do. So drive safe, drive smart, and remember, the more you know, the further you go, only here on AutoEngine. I'll see you in the next one.